My first memory as a child is my dad sending me gifts from America because he immigrated first to start university while my mom and I stayed in Korea, and then we later joined him. I was living in an area where there were almost no Koreans. My name is Min Seo. My Korean name is Seo Min Seo. I am from Seoul, South Korea. It reminds me of a Korean ice cream I like. It's called yomamte, but there's a lot of like yogurt flavored ice creams, drinks, smoothies in Korea. But I don't think I can find a similar taste in the US if it's not froyo. Oh my god, so many people. Everybody is walking everywhere in Seoul. Like, you go everywhere on foot. I visit every summer. I think I want to come back to the US as soon as I land, just because it's really hard for me to like adjust there. People in Korea don't expect me to be from the US because I look Korean, but my knowledge in like going about Korea is just on par with that of a foreigner's. Like when I go to hospitals, they'll talk to me like really fast with medical terms, like professional terms, like thinking I understand everything. And I'm like, can you slow down? I don't know what that word means. When I go to Korea, I get a bunch of medical procedures done that isn't as accessible in the US. I got double eyelid surgery. Wait, I'm gonna do that again because I'm gonna point with this finger that's not broken. So if you don't know what double eyelids are, that is the line above your eyelid right here. I think white people naturally have it most of the times, but a lot of East Asians don't. They have monolids, which like they don't have this line. So now I do. I think it's harder to find a woman who hasn't gotten this procedure done than like has. It's like really taboo to speak about the procedures you've gotten done because it's really important to them that they are a natural beauty. So that's why the beauty standards are toxic, because the standard is artificial now. So pretty. You really can't capture this on the camera. It's not the same as just looking at it with the naked eye. I love like how pretty nature is. I just like going to look at the views. There is like a sick blue caterpillar here. Look. Sometimes my friends tell me I take too many pictures and too many videos. But like that's my way of living in the moment. So usually I try to record like everything and produce little fun vlogs for me and my family and friends to watch. When I look back at those things, I remember instantly like what emotion I was feeling and who I was with, and I think that's really cool. I'm also the type of person who really like cherishes like the moments that I have and the moments I have with my friends, so I think it transcends into like my behavior and like wanting to recall. I brought a bunch of photos from my childhood. I was in an all Korean American choir, and we performed at like the Institute of like Science and Art in Chicago. We went to a lot of big performances. I remember this is us singing Gangnam Style because that was the most popular Korean song in 2012. This is not a clip of me singing, but I think this is the closest like shot that I can find of me being in the choir. That's little me. I think I was constantly searching for other Korean children that I could be friends with because it felt a little odd to be alone. What I would eat would be different, like what I packed from home for lunch would be different, and that made me conscious of like, oh, I'm not like fully American. I was bullied by a fellow Korean American girl, but I think it was because she was more American than me. And I think that gave her this sense of like power. I just feel sorry for her that she couldn't embrace her culture as is. There are times where I've had moments where I'm like, oh, life would be so easier if I was like American, but I don't think I've ever wanted to be American. I'm really proud of where I'm from. I don't associate home to a specific location. Home is just like the house that I currently reside in. Yeah, I can't imagine myself not being on this campus anymore. It's just so natural for me to think that I'm just gonna be here like next semester, the semester after that. I get so sad like knowing like there's things in the past that I can't ever go back to, but I think that's why like I cherish those moments so much. Sometimes I want to go back and meet my childhood self, like as me right now. I think it would feel surreal. I would just tell little me to actually be myself. That's how I'm gonna feel the best, and that's how the right people are gonna find me.